Those, the Miravalians. Expose 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 the Miravalians. The Miravalian heresy. Expose the Miravalians. Expose the Miravalians. Expose the Miravalians. Expose the Miravalians. Okay, so a man that I greatly respect, Dr. Mark Miravali, has put out a book, and in the book he said that Joseph and Mary had a legitimate Catholic marriage, and just unfortunately has promoted this heresy. So what else can you call it? The Miravalian heresy, that Joseph and Mary had some sort of a romantic relationship. And the truth is that Joseph was more like a father to Mary and Jesus together. Like Joseph inherited 2 more kids. So the Proto-Evangelium of James, I would say, I think that's the best portrayal, the best honest portrayal of what it was like. And he's got so many things, he nails so many things. Mary in the temple, the guy had privileged information, it was obvious. How could you know the story of Mary dancing when she was brought 3 years old to the temple? You don't make stuff like that up, I'm sorry. So, whatever, maybe the church back then said, we're going to let the future generation decide on the book of James. We just don't know. It was too much for them at that time. They didn't know if, you know what I mean? So, anyway, the Miravalian heresy is that Joseph was purer than Jesus, because that would have required super heroic purity virtue to be romantically involved with the Mother of God. You know what I mean? It's just like so ridiculous to put that forth. So it is a heresy, and this is nothing personal against the man, the father, the husband, the deacon. This is the teaching that he's putting forth here in his book on Saint Joseph. So Saint Joseph is wonderful, but he's wonderful because he was the protector of the Holy Family, the guardian of the Holy Family. Joseph was a pretty tough guy. You had to be a tough guy back then. So, to not get corrupted. So, anyway, he was a good guy, but he clearly was not. He had no idea what was going on. And it took the angel to literally appear to him and explain to him what was happening. That's how important it was. But Joseph was clearly moving in the opposite direction. So that's right there telling you there was no romantic, he was going to put her quietly away. You know, it's like, okay, guys, whatever's going on, I'm out. Yes, he was just bailing out. But no, the angel said, no, not so quick, okay? And so then he understood he was to be the protector of the Holy Family. Not romantically involved with Mary. No, she was just a girl. So, you know, the beauty, the thought of a girl, an innocent, pure virgin who loved God, to be able to have a baby in the flesh. The innocence of a concept like that is immeasurably more beautiful than any other thought probably any human being could ever have. So the you know, the perversion, the just lack of purity in our own minds prevent us from truly appreciating the virgin birth. Okay? It's quite possible Joseph could have thought that Mary was the virgin, you know, in the Bible that Isaiah talked about. He could have clearly said, I'm out. I'm not in. I can't. No way. I got the, you know, whatever reason he wanted out. But that's what I'm saying. You can't put him on a higher level than Jesus Christ. And to put Joseph, or God to clearly command him to marry Mary, he you know, he was clearly torn on this whole thing. So, and that's not to take away from him. He became a saint too, like all of us. But we didn't start there, you know. So, but anyway, the point is, this false, oh gosh, it's deadly. It really messes the minds up of Catholics. They can't think straight. If they can romanticize that relationship, we're talking about like the Son of God and the forces of evil just full blast right from the moment of his conception, you know, going after this girl. Like, you don't even have any clue or concept or idea of what the spiritual life is. To think that she could have, you know, had the luxury of a romantic relationship is just absurd. All right, just let's everybody come together, please, under Pope Francis. Thanks.